first down. He'll drop to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. They'll hand it off to Kelly. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
He'll look to throw. And break. The tight end's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Gone. Here we go now. Blue landed.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Detroit.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
All right, here we go.
Again, this is Kelly. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
This is Kelly. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He hits Rodgers in the flat. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. He may try and run for this. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and throw for it here. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Holding offense.
So a decent... So out come the Bucs now.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Blake has it over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Offense.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Right side caught by Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll pitch it to Kelly. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Finding a safety valve here, that's complete. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you...
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw here. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now
First
your
down.
discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's going to leave him with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. They're going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Philadelphia, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.